All right, we're gonna
Oh,
go.
my bad.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we'll get started here. All right, let me go ahead.
I just want to say real quick, did you get his email about not screen recording for submission? You have to record with like something separate.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna be recording this on a on my phone here. I was just holding it.
I gotcha.
So you guys, let me see. You guys can see me okay. This. My
And then I also had another question for you before we begin. I know on Wednesday Ryan and I didn't have enough people to do our meeting, so I wanted to know if the other people in this group would be interested or available for a few minutes later to let us do our interview as well.
I'm down. Jeff and Eric, that's up to you guys. They're good people. They may do it.
I can't, unfortunately. So, my bad.
For you, Ryan, I do have a couple of other people in the house right now, so I can have them come in, and you can get your fourth person.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll be here afterwards. I'll hang out with you guys. All right. Of course, my clicker's not going to work. Hold up. We're good. Okay. You guys ready to rock and roll? We'll rock and roll. If you are like me and have ever been late to a function, almost missed a flight, forgot to pack for a trip, or almost didn't write your outline for your oral communications class, then these events can be more than likely summed up to one mitigating factor: procrastination. Now, I have not always implemented effective time management habits in my life, but I can tell you that ever since I started as a full-time student here at Columbus State back in January of 21, I have, and as a result, my levels of procrastination have significantly decreased, and all levels of productivity in my life have significantly increased. I will now explain why addressing the issue of procrastination leads to the development and implementation of effective time management habits. If you have found yourself in a similar situation that was referenced in the introduction of this speech, then you, like me, are a procrastinator. That's okay. Because Psychology Today reports that approximately 20% of the adult population within the United States are procrastinators. The organization further states that the primary reason for procrastination regarding completing tasks and keeping appointments is an attitude or mindset of, I don't feel like it. Now, sometimes it can be difficult to address an issue if we do not realize or feel like we actually have one. I realized that I had a procrastination issue long before I became a student here. In January of 2020, I started a new job where keeping an organized schedule was crucial to the overall success and performance. Prior to obtaining this position, I had never organized my schedule. As a result, I would complete tasks and show up to pre-scheduled functions when I felt like it. I will now explain the process that has contributed to effective time management habits in my life. Organizing your schedule in a way that you can see tasks and appointments is crucial to effective time management. My colleague Jennifer and I, we're polar opposites, but she has been a professional role model in my life, especially when it comes to developing effective time management and organization skills. One of the first things that she ever told me was write down everything, with an emphasis on everything. The best advice that Jen gave me regarding this type of process is, when you make an appointment, write it down immediately. If you do not, then you will forget about it. This is extremely important because time is one of those things that you can take away from someone, but you can't get it back. So out of mutual respect for others, keeping appointments is important. And when we keep appointments and obligations, we build trust and we build credibility. But to the opposite, when we do not keep appointments or obligations, we lose trust and credibility. Jen also told me that if you can't keep an appointment, that's okay. Just communicate everything with everyone involved in all areas and all aspects so we're all on the same page. After I received these simple yet important suggestions, I implemented them into my life. I will now share my process with you. Now, I use 2 calendars for time management. For work, I use a digital calendar through Microsoft Outlook. Eric, I know you're familiar with that platform. For school and personal tasks and appointments, I use a physical weekly planner for scheduling. This right here is that planner that I use. And just to show you this weekend reference, you can see all of my appointments, my school tasks. And I did have a quite the event on that Saturday of the week. It looks like I was in Cleveland to see Sir Elton John. So what a night. But it's important to note that these two calendars never interfere with each other, because I don't schedule personal or school tasks during work hours, and likewise I don't schedule work tasks outside of working hours. Whenever a task or appointment presents itself, I immediately write it down. Next, I color code that appointment or task according to its level of importance, either with a red or a green marker, excuse me. But being able to see tasks and appointments written down is crucial to effective time management, at least for me. When I'm able to write these things down, it also allows me to examine my week and my day in advance, so I can see what's going on. If adjustments need to be made, I make them. But if you already have a task or appointment scheduled during a certain day, then this also prevents you from what I like to call congesting your schedule by overbooking yourself. If I want to plan an activity, I will use a sticker with a question mark, and that tells me that I can do whatever I want with that set amount of time. Lastly, don't rearrange your schedule unnecessarily. If you have a certain block of time scheduled for personal use, more than likely it's for a reason. Don't change it. You work hard, you deserve some you time, go to Mexico. Now I have shared my scheduling process with you. Now let me explain to you how this process has contributed to me being a successful college student. It is important to approach college assignments as important. Jeff, I know what you're thinking right now. That was a redundant statement. It's true. But since I started full-time classes here in January of 2021, I have approached every assignment and every class with a high level of importance. Whenever a new semester begins and a new class starts, I schedule a weekend of planning to write down every assignment from the syllabus into my calendar using the process that I have described. If I have additional questions, I reach out to the professor before the class starts. Professor Stein, you're well aware of this. If I have additional questions regarding assignments, I reach out to the professor before the due date. Professor Stein, you're also aware of this. But in doing so, I have a clear understanding, not only of my time, but also what is expected of me. And because of effective time management habits, I've been able to maintain a high GPA along with a full scholarship to Ohio Dominican University. But because I developed effective time management habits, I have been able to address the issue of procrastination. As a result, I have been a successful professional and a successful college student. Realizing that I procrastinate from time to time, along with 20% of the adult population, has helped me change my mindset from I don't feel like it to I don't need to do this. By implementing effective time management habits, we show respect to the commitments that require our time. Keeping a strict, organized calendar, I manage my time successfully. When we view assignments and commitments as important, we succeed. Thank you.